Hi there, how's everybody? So the focus point of today's video is going to be something that we refer to in programming as constructors. Now let's get started in BlueJ. I'm very thankful about the lot of views on the last two videos, and I hope that we can continue learning at the same pace, and hopefully we can get more students on board. So let's start a new class called, let's call it, it's going to have to be something like student. Let's call the class student. Let's open it up. Standard procedure, delete everything. So now we have a class called student, public class student. Now what we do is we'll put a main method there. So public static void main string args. We place that there, so obviously we can run everything when the time comes. Now what's a constructor? So just comment everything. So a constructor is something along the lines of, let me just introduce data types first. So private string student name, private integer age, student age, private private string student dob, and we'll do one last one, private. Although this is usually written in date format, I just thought we'd use an example just for the sake of learning. This is normally as date, but that will confuse things, so I'll just leave it as string because the string can take anything. So private boolean old enough. So now let us create a constructor. So public student, this string name int age string dob, these are all parameters, and boolean old enough. So now this, the keyword this, as you will, refers to whatever's in here. So this dot student name equals name, this dot student age equals age, this dot dob equals student dob, this dot old enough equals old enough. Okay, so I believe this is going to be a very short video because constructors are not a massively difficult concept to get your head around, but I just hope you learn something from this. DOB. So that's a constructor. So now let us create it. So student, give it student a name, Sheran equals new student. Actually, I'm gonna do student S1 equals new student. Now, why is that not working? Because we have a constructor. It wants us to fill up the constructor. So, new student, the name Sheran, age 21, date of birth 23rd of August. So string, so we have to fill up in string 23rd of August 1998. All enough, true. So now that's our constructor field. Now let's just do get and set methods. So public void set student name this dot student name equals name, and then we'll do a get method, public string get student name, get student name, this dot return this dot student name. Now let's just see if that works. Hopefully it should. System dot out dot print line s1 dot get student name, compile, close compile, low syntax errors, student void main string args. There we go, Sheran, because that's the name we put into the constructor. Now that is one type of constructor. Let me show you another type. It's not really another type, but it's just a more logical way of doing it. Now let's say, for example, you have a logged in user and you have a guest user. Now you're not really going to care about the guest user's this stuff because a guest. So all you do in this occasion is this. So now we have two, and we can use both. So we can do student s1 student g1 equals new student. All we have to do is put the name of the student. This will put as, say, John, and it's acceptable. And then if we do g1 dot get student name, what comes out? So if we do g1 dot get student